All right. We'll fly up.
Yeah.
Seniors, welcome to Main Gym. It's really good to be with you. Last time we were together in somewhat similar format was January of 2020, about 16 months ago, to talk about what classes you would take your senior year in the PhD. I think we all know a few things have changed since then. I know I'm not the only one that has missed this. They've missed all the great energy that comes together, that comes from us being together. So you may be wondering, just what are we up to today? This is the meeting that you would have noticed maybe as a freshman or sophomore in the live stream with the PhD that didn't happen at all last year. The meeting really, biggest purpose is one more chance for us to be together. We have another chance at graduation. Sometimes graduation comes with a whole lot of other guests. There's going to be 1,400, I think, other people there. It's going to be a lot of pomp and circumstance, both literally and figuratively. And this is our last chance to be together as a community here. To get us started today, I've asked, we've had an amazing student council president and group of student leaders in all organizations. I've asked the student council president, Chris Salat, to just say a couple of words to you, and then I'll get us started with the program. Welcome to the program.
Hey seniors, I'm new, and so I was really pleased when Principal Virgin asked if I would come and speak. I think I bring a unique perspective. I came halfway through the year, and I didn't know any of you, and so I want to share some things that I saw that I think are worth celebrating. But first, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your attitude the last few months. I want to thank you for how you showed up every day amidst a ton of adversity. This isn't the way you probably thought your senior year would go. But when I came into this, I just felt so much gratitude. I felt like you were a class that was really giving to one another, that was kind, and you were really up for anything. And that's unique. That wasn't the case in every high school across the state. You've created a strong sense of belonging. The class of 2021 did that. You know, every class kind of tells their own story, but this one, you had to work a little harder to create that sense of belonging. You had to work a little harder to create that genuine culture of care for each other, and it stands on its own. and I'm just really impressed by that. I want to take a minute to reflect on our school year together to celebrate some of the amazing accomplishments of 2021. First, Eden Prairie High School had more in-person learning days than any other large metro school. That says a lot about you and our staff and how we took care of each other. It wasn't easy showing up amidst all those protocols, but we had less days out of school because of how seriously you took yourselves when you were in school. The class of 2021 will have the highest graduation rate in the history of Eden Prairie High School. Think about that. The highest graduation rate in the history of Eden Prairie High School happened during the global pandemic. You did that. This class did that. This class will set the bar for future classes, so we'll probably have it easier than you all did. Kudos to our teachers as well. Congratulations to those involved. This class increased the number of AP tests taken by over 200 tests. Amazing. We pulled off a senior prom. I don't know of another school in the metro area that planned prom and pulled it off at a big venue like US Bank, like we did at Eden Prairie High School, and it was an amazing night for those that were in attendance. 13 of our students signed national letters of intent to play Division I or Division II sports next year. An amazing feat for any high school, but really impressive to do here in such a large school in the metro area. Our student council hosted a decision day where all of you had a chance to celebrate the path you'll take next year. A really special morning, I thought, especially again amidst that COVID-19 pandemic. We had a chance to compete in a bunch of winter state tournaments. Our dance team competed in the state tournament and took 6th. Our seniors also led our school through a state championship ride in hockey, a pretty special moment for all of us. Despite our fall sports being upgraded, our cross-country team found a way to compete at the state meet. Our football team finished a perfect 7-0. Our mock trial team went to state. You all performed or were part of a play called Antigone that I thought was really well done. Our one-act plays performed in masks. Our Science Olympiad won the first ever state championship. Pretty impressive. You used your voice. The class of 2021 helped organize the walkout. You showed you cared about the world and about the social issues that really need a voice right now. Our yearbooks have created an amazing memoir for you during the pandemic. I think this yearbook will probably be a yearbook that's opened more throughout time than any other yearbook we've ever had. In that book captures how we did this, how we got through the school year during the pandemic. I'm so impressed with that book. You haven't had a chance to look at it yet, so congratulations to our yearbook staff. This class will forever be known as the most resilient class to graduate from Eden Prairie High School. You did more with less. You showed up when it mattered most. You did so with kindness, with care for each other, and you did it in a way that leads us to believe there's so much more that's about to happen with the class of 2021. At this time, I'd like to recognize our senior award winners. These students were recognized at our senior scholarship night just last week. They received their plaques, but I wanted to give them their due and have them come down and be applauded by their classmates. So students, when you hear your name, we're going to come down and line up on the center line. Once we get through everybody, then we will we'll do one last round of applause, and then we'll send you back. First, our AAA award winners, Will Foster, Josie Ackelson, come on down. Our AAA award honors one high school male and female senior who had a 3.0 or higher grade point average and participated in both athletics and fine arts. Will in basketball, lacrosse, and choir, Josie in speech, NHS choir, dance, and track and field. Congratulations to Johnny Harlow. Johnny Harlow, come on down. He was awarded the most outstanding senior male athlete. Among the items to be considered are multiple sport, adherence to state high school league and school policy, sportsmanship, leadership, coachability, quality performances. Johnny was a 3-sport athlete, football, hockey, and lacrosse, earned 7 varsity letters, 3 times all-conference, all-state, academic all-state, at a 3.984 GPA. Great job. Congratulations. The next award winners are the Steve Schultz Warren Scholar Award. These are awarded to seniors who best combine scholastic achievement with athletic and activity participation. They must be in the top 10% of the class and participate in 4 activities. Congratulations, Connor Hole. Carolyn Hartley. Ella Dawkins. Leela Schroeder. Hannah Stewart. Jillian Pearson. Allison Miranda. And Michelle Holland. The next award winner is again Ella Bakken for our Athena Award. Give her a hand. The Athena Award recognizes the most outstanding senior female athlete from each of the suburban schools. Our Athena Award winner is a 3-sport athlete, cross-country, Nordic ski, track and field. She is a 10-time letter award winner, 5-time all-conference, 3-time state entrant, all-state, as well as all-state academic twice. Congratulations, Ella. Our next award winner is the Comedy Extreme Award. It's Kamari Rogers. This award is given to the senior who best exemplifies Connolly's sincere interest and enthusiasm for Eden Prairie activities. The student exhibits good sportsmanship, dedication, willingness to sacrifice for the Eden Prairie programs. Recognizes the achievements of athletes, cheerleaders, aides, and managers. All recipients are bonded by the supreme dedication to Eden Prairie High School. This year, Kamari was involved as a student council member for 2 years. Previous, she participated in drama. She was on the prom committee that made prom happen. She was a 4-year student manager for our football team, and she was the editor of that amazing yearbook. Congratulations, Kamari. The Muse Award. This year's winners for the Muse Award are Jillian Pearson and Robbie Wilson. Come on down. The Muse Award recognizes seniors who best exemplify interest in leadership skills, broad involvement for the veteran of fine arts programs at Eden Prairie High School. Jillian was in trajectories, fall musical, key club, spring play, and concert choir. Robbie was in trajectories, orchestra, and tech crew in the theater program. Congratulations, Jillian Riley. So these are our senior 2021 award winners. You guys turn around and wave to the other side so they can see you too. Let's give them one more round of applause. All right, choir folks, you stay down here. Here's the choir. We're going to have our senior members, the concert choir, sing for you the 2013 arrangement. Gradually, EPHS graduate service for the Some Nights We Are Young, followed by a full propeller edition of Bridge Over Troubled Water.
from noon to 3 p.m. trim. So please come then if you don't have done so yet. It is official. We are holding 2 ceremonies on Thursday, a week from today, at Mary Ritchie. The first ceremony will be at 5 o'clock for students last name A through L-A-R-E. Second ceremony is 8 o'clock for last names L-A-R-F to Z. Third, before we are asking all students to meet us at the activity center here. This year we are not able to do our typical processional and line on the Mary Ritchie, so we're going to do that here before we get on the bus. So check your email for the times, but we'll arrive here at the activity center before we go to Mary Ritchie on a bus together. On Tuesday night at 6 o'clock, you got an email. Students, you received an email of how to secure tickets for your gaps for graduation. You have the opportunity to select either 2 or 4 gaps to come. So there's information, look carefully in that email of how you secure tickets and then how you transfer them to your gaps. And lastly, keep your eye out on Monday. In your email, your student email on School of Week, we're going to put a presentation out there with just some details so you know what to expect for your exciting graduation night. All right, so there'll be more details then. We'll see some of you tomorrow tapping down and on to Mr. Richard.
Thanks for all your work on graduation. Seniors, it was September 2018 when we first met. Of course, none of us had any idea the journey we were going to go on together. I knew today was coming. I know a week from today is coming, your graduation ceremony. And I've really struggled, probably more than I ever have, to try to think of what to say to you. And it's a weird feeling because I've never felt so emotionally connected to a group of young people. I feel like what we've gone through has created that for us. What I've watched you go through, I've never seen any other young people have to do so much. I would not exactly think that you've taken 20 punches that are different than anything I've ever seen for anyone else, or read about, or heard about, or watched, even in movies. And I still can't quite find any words to say to you. And I think that's because I know that I don't get it. I know that there's nothing I can say, that there aren't words, my vocabulary isn't big enough. Unless you have done what you've done, you just don't get it. And in that, I hope you find empowerment. Because you don't need me or anyone else to tell you what you know. You have skills that nobody else does. I hear people worried about things that we've lost in the schools the last year and a half. We need a whole lot more people talking about the things you've gained. The skills and experiences you have are exactly what we want when we're hiring people. They're exactly what we want when we talk to people in other industries when they're looking for people to hire. It's what you have. You've got it. Nobody else can take it away from you. Now, told you I would have predicted this. I'm also not going to pretend like, hey, if we have a choice, would you go on this journey again? I don't know. This has been hard. I think a lot of you are exhausted. It feels like we're in the last mile of a marathon. A lot of ways we are. But I wouldn't go back and change a thing, because I know that you are ready for whatever it is you want to do next. I know that you're beyond ready for whatever it is you want to do next. So I'm struggling to find what to share with you today, a week from now and whenever. I looked through my notes from September 2018 when we met in the PAC. And I shared with you just 3 words. I shared with you 3 words that I wanted you to keep in mind. I was introducing myself to you. You were trying to figure out how some guy named Virgin got this job. I was introducing myself to you, and I was like, hey, I've only got 3 expectations for you. And it's to follow these 3 words. And the first one was trust. What I wanted you to do was to trust your own instincts. I wanted you to trust the adults in this school, because I know this team of educators cares about you more than any other group of adults I've ever seen, read about, heard about. anything. I want you to trust each other. As you transition to whatever is next for you, I think trust is a good question. Today you're surrounded by people you trust and who trust you. What might you do when you're set to change? Who are you going to trust? The last year I lost 2 people really close to me. And one of them talked often about family first, fun second, work third. I trust that. I trust your family. I trust the people that you love and who love you. I wouldn't worry so much about other stuff. I wouldn't worry as much about people that might be commenting or following or liking or not liking things you're posting. Those are comfortable chairs to sit in. The people you want to be with are the people you love. Second word I talked to you about was and. I believe that you had a high school that had a lot of opportunities in front of you. You have an amazing student body that has all sorts of different skills, assets, aspirations. And I encourage you to reject thinking of either or but or this or that. And you didn't need me to tell you that. I quickly realized that you were capable of doing so many different things. You were good students and you're good athletes. You stepped on the stage and in the classroom. You showed up for each other's events. You were loyal to your own friends, but you were also kind to other people. My question to you for you is, what does the end look like when you move forward? When you meet new people, are you going to see the end in them, or are you going to judge them? Are you going to try to look for people to be friends with that look like you, sound like you, talk like you, have the same interests as you? And I hope that you see the end in other people, and you show them the end in yourself. The things that you might be a little bit more vulnerable about, the things that you might not feel like are your best friends. You can show people that stuff. A couple of you asked actually today if I was nervous for this. Yes. Good God, I hate this. But somebody said, don't worry. You'll never see most of us again. That's good. Now we got people there. Why do you seniors very early? The last word we talked about was just kindness. And I think it makes the other 2 words kind of take care of themselves, and it really is the only thing we need, is just to be kind to each other and to be kind to yourself. It's okay if everything doesn't go perfect this weekend, if your classes don't finish exactly where you want them to on Tuesday. For those of you with the courage that are speaking at graduation, I don't know how you're doing it, it's okay if the speeches aren't perfect. Those of you who sang today, I think it was perfect, but if you don't think it was, who cares? What matters is that you're kind to yourself and that you're kind to others. You've got a rich and full life ahead of you. Trust those you love. Look for the end in yourself and others, and be kind. The last thing I want you to hear before you leave today is a thank you that I owe you, and that this school, this year could have looked a whole lot different if you weren't the people who you are. Seniors decide whether it's a good year or a bad year, and you didn't get a chance to do a lot of the things that seniors typically do. But every single interaction I had with you was about what you wanted to do, or what you could do, or what you might do. It wasn't about what you were missing. And our entire school year is different because of that. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for that choice of optimism that you made. Thank you. Thanks for being with us today. See you on Thursday. Free to go. But thank you very much for being here.